Alrighty guys, it is October 24 today. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we are on our way down to hunt some Indiana public land. Ian's with me, my buddy, and he's going to be filming this weekend. We're going to be doing like a long weekend hunt, so probably 4 or 5 hunts this weekend. I have some history on this ground. I've wounded a good deer down here. My dad shot one last year, so I have a couple different pockets that I have some confidence in, which is always a good thing when you're going down to do these out-of-state public trips. The weather is lining up to be really good this weekend. It's been rainy and warm the last 2 weeks pretty much, and as of like yesterday, temps dropped a bunch, and we're going to be looking at like 30s to 40s this whole weekend. Really light winds, pressure's rising, so in theory, on paper, it should be a really good weekend.
was worked away. And I freaking bang them together. And 90 seconds later, here comes this dude kind of downwind. I draw back. He's going to end up in that scrape, but he got almost straight downwind. And I had a quartering 2 shot, and I'm like, I don't want that. And then he got right to almost dead downwind. And I was drawn back on him for, I don't know, 60 seconds. And I just felt really good about, like, he had his head up. And he wasn't on us, but I think he was going to smell us. So I just tucked it right under his neck, right in the, frontal shot. I probably should have waited, but I can see my arrow covered in blood, and we're gonna watch the footage back now. It's not a big, like a great big deer, but dude, after the week we've had, I don't know, it's just got me excited. We all came down here. Ian's been filming for me for whatever it's been, almost 2.5, 3 days. He got me shaking. He came in at the rattle. Like, after the season I've had, I'm like, hey, if he makes me happy, he's not gonna score good because he broke off his 3, and I think he's missing a brow. But dude, when he stepped out, he's got a good tall frame, and he got me shaking. So that's what it's all about. And he came to freaking 12 yards. I think it's good. It's a clean pass through. I can see my arrow. It's covered in blood. Looks very red. So we're gonna watch it back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So this is the tree we were in. It's a very non-traditional tree, but as you can tell, there's no other options around. So I just had to get up in there. I was off the left side where Ian is now. He's on my platform, and he was kind of up behind one of those other branches there. And we actually tucked in there really good. Here's one of the major trails through here. Here's the main scrape. Scrape right there, and then there's like 3 or 4 more down this little scrape line. That's our setup from this side, and that buck came out of the edge of the CRP. I shot him right there. That's the arrow. Looks like heart blood. Yeah, wow, he's dumping off both sides. He's just pouring, like, ahead of his heart artery. He's got to be dead within 50 yards, so we're just gonna, I could have my 4-year-old niece follow this blood trail. So. Yes, I was gonna say, he can't make it to private. Let's go, man. That is awesome. And the best part is, the trail's right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's a look at him. He's by no means one of my better scoring deer, but definitely one of the more memorable ones. We just with how hard we've worked this weekend, and just the way that he came in with the rattling and everything, it was pretty special. So he's got a big noggin on him, big neck, and pretty big sized deer. Just looks like he was a fighter. He busted off the tip of his main frame, the part of his 3. He just broke off this brow tine that snapped off. You can kind of see on the back side there, he just snapped the whole thing in half. So this dude was a brute, and he heard our rattle and was coming to try to kick someone else's butt. He made it probably 80 yards or so, and now we're gonna actually quarter this deer out just because it's a long ways back in here, and then we got to process him on our own before we can take him home. So we're gonna have a busy next couple days. Here's a look at the entry. Like I said, a little bit on the right side, but he was angled kind of like this, so that ended up being perfect. Now the work's cut out for us, but it was a super special morning. Appreciate you guys following along, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.